Wait,
You're going to circulate that? Okay.
And welcome to the Quidditch Canada Western Regional Championships Day 1. This game, which is game number 3, we have Edmonton Aurors over in white versus the Calgary Lightning in black. Both these teams are from Alberta. They're the only two Alberta teams that have ventured all this way over here. So this is a match to see who is the best in the province. Right now we're just getting ready for brooms up. Before we get started, we're going to introduce ourselves. My name is Taylor.
And my name's Eric.
And we are both from the Vancouver Stormcrow Quidditch Club. And we are here in beautiful, rainy Surrey, British Columbia. Our refs today, our head ref is Michael Howard, best known as Howie.
Hello, my name is Howie. I will be for this match. Calgary, you will be black. Edmonton, you will be white. Calgary, are you ready? We woke up for this. Are you ready?
And I'm glad they woke up. So brooms up, and they are racing for the quaffle, and Edmonton gets it.
We've got Chris Rad running down, and he scores.
Good job, Chris. So just a little backstory on these two teams while we're getting ready for the next play. Edmonton is the current reigning Western Regional Champion. They won last year, defeating the Vancouver Stormcrow Quidditch Club in the final gold medal game. So they are currently the favorites to win again this year. But of course it all comes down to day 2 tomorrow. So as of right now, it is 1-0 for Edmonton. Calgary's got the ball. And they're playing a little bit
around center a bit. We got Bishop running in, passes it off, makes a play.
Oh, and fumble by Calgary. Hey.
Got Aurors keeper, slowly advancing, passes it off.
Edmonton currently has 2 bludgers, which is also known as bludger supremacy. So they are hopefully going to be using that to their advantage, which they currently are. The beaters are knocking people out left, right, and center. And score by white number, I think that's 53.
Opportunistic play there by the Edmonton Aurors.
So last goal is actually scored by number 15. My apologies, number 15. Okay, so Edmonton stepping up, blocking. They've got 1 bludger up front, 1 behind by the hoops. And Nathan Ross is beating people out and go for the score, and it misses.
Goes for the pass. We got Edmonton running up, fast break for Mongoose. Charges in, gets beat.
Oh, good block by
Passes
Jay.
intercepted. The Aurors get it back, and it's intercepted.
And Lauren Kruger, number 91 on Calgary's beat. Edmonton's got the ball.
Some contact there, rushing in, and she's hit again. And a goal for Edmonton.
Edmonton's beaters are known for being very aggressive, and they love to get in your face and use the bludgers, which we are seeing a lot of that in this game already, with only 2 goals being scored. Calgary currently only has 9 players in this game. So they are currently the smallest roster, but they have been putting up a good fight. They did win their last game against SFU.
That's your ball. Get that ball.
Calgary Lightning resetting at center.
Get in there, Nathan. Get in there. 1.5. You got this.
Playing it slow.
And pass off to Jess, number 72, and Lauren Kruger gets beat again. Edmonton's got the ball, passing to the keeper zone. Fun fact about Quidditch, for those of you who are new, if the keeper who is wearing the green headband has the quaffle or the volleyball inside of the keeper zone, they are safe, which means that they cannot be tackled, they cannot be beat by the bludgers. It is their safe space. And
Fake handoff there by Elim, but they lose possession.
No ball, start, no ball!
And Edmonton's got the quaffle. No goal there. And Gordy Bishop on Calgary has a quaffle. And Calgary also has 2 bludgers, which means they have bludger supremacy as of this moment. This is Calgary's first year as an official Quidditch Canada team. The past couple years, there was no team in Calgary, but so they have rebranded themselves and recreate themselves for to this unicorn-style team.
Try to reset it at center.
And Gordy Bishop is beat.
Turtling on the ball. Pass it off to Blanchard. They run in.
Ooh, and blocked by Soleil. Good job, Soleil from Edmonton. And beat by the beater.
Beat. A limb advancing out of the keeper zone. And he goes to first sub.
Current score for the game is Edmonton 3, Calgary 0.
Hands it off. Long beat attempt there and misses. Rush in. Goal for Edmonton Aurors, making it 40-0.
Calgary is currently advancing the quaffle up. We have Gordy Bishop, number 45, with the quaffle being protected by Nathan Ross, the beater, and Jane is also closing in.
Calgary's got beater supremacy.
And beaters are working together to protect the quaffle.
Pass there, misses.
So Edmonton is doing their hail play. So we're going to see how this works. Looks like the quaffle is going left. Going down the pitch, go for the shot and misses. Just goes over the medium-sized soup on the right side. Ball goes off pitch, so it is now Calgary's ball. Edmonton's now getting ready to play defensively with only 1 bludger. Let's see how they do this. Defense, of course, is way easier when you have 2, but sometimes you have to work with just 1.
Still a relatively close game here. 40-0. Still close to being in range of that snitch catch.
Tell me, Eric, what does it mean to be in range?
Snitch catch range is 30 points. So Calgary just needs to score 1 more point and they'll be in range. to tie it up.
Perfect. So let's hope that they can get a goal here.
They pass it
Oh,
off.
good jump. And that's Jane Arnett, number 13 from Calgary. She is the leader and captain and the co-creator of the Calgary Lightning team.
Calgary Lightning maintaining beater supremacy here, making it difficult for them to score.
And they have lost bludger supremacy.
Calgary trying to get beater supremacy back there, but didn't make it. Rushing in.
And Nathan Ross helping Calgary get a bludger supremacy. Nathan Ross is taunting Edmonton, saying that they may be winning with the quaffle, but they've got 2 bludgers. So they are winning in the beater game, which is true. As a beater myself, the beaters make or break the game. 2 beaters on defense, and it's really hard to score. 2 beaters on offense, and you can pretty much do anything.
Calgary's looking to capitalize on that beater supremacy on their offense now.
And Edmonton somehow magically got two, and they're going in for the goal, and blocked by Gordy Bishop. Beautiful block by Gordy. That was Chris Rad going for the goal, but Gordy, the tall keeper, wearing the green headband, and tackle.
Taken down by Chris Rad.
And Nathan Snizervoss getting a face beat, and
Calgary charging in.
oh, and going for the goal, and that is Sohail with Calgary's first goal. So score is now 40 to Edmonton, 10 to Calgary. Calgary's our first goal, which means it's no longer a shutout. And we've got Edmonton walking up the field. Chris Rad, who is also on the Quidditch Canada Western national team. And that is going for the goal, and dislodges a hoop, but it is in. Meanwhile, the beaters on Edmonton got budget supremacy back. What's the current time? Thank you. Current game time is 10 minutes. In about 7 minutes, you will see a person wearing a yellow tail. That will be the snitch coming out. Once that snitch is caught, the game will be over, and the catching team will get 30 points. Quaffle goes off pitch. Because Edmonton knocked it off, Calgary got the quaffle.
Pass right towards the hoops.
Handing it to a limb, so a limb cannot be tackled or beat. There's some subs going on. We have Soleil coming on. Soleil, the quaffle carrier on Edmonton, and keeper number 6. They are currently a couple as well. So let's see if the chemistry off pitch works on pitch as well. They've got some really great passes going, and another block by Gordy Bishop.
And he goes for the fast
And he's
break.
going.
He's running in.
Oh, and he
just
misses.
But they still have possession.
Oh,
A
and
little high on the pass.
Jake just a tad too short. And with the wet conditions, because it is currently misty, rainy right now, the balls are quite slippery, so throwing and catching them is a lot more difficult than on a dry summer day, which it has been all week. And then, of course, the one day of Quidditch, it gets not so great. Oh, and a limb is beat by Jane, and Nathan beat as well. Oh, and Kaylee almost caught that bludger. So if you are a beater and you get beat by a bludger, but you catch it before it touches the ground, you are safe and still in play. The bludger is considered dead only when it touches the ground.
Gordy Bishop handing it off.
Handing it off. Oh, and number 50 fighting for the ball. And we have a stoppage in play. So it's going to take a minute. We're going to take this stoppage to say a big thank you to the city of Surrey for allowing us to be here on this field. Also, a big thank you to the indigenous people of this land whose land this is because it is unceded and traditional. So we're just going to wait for a verdict to see what the stoppage was. And we have Nathan Ross doing a dance on field.
Edmonton number 13, illegal interpositional interaction, minor.
We've got a 1-minute penalty called here on Edmonton.
And
This
what's
is a chance for Calgary to get back into range. It's 50-10 right now. They just need to be 50-20.
so the card was interpositional interference, which means that he is a beater and he got in the way of the chaser play. So he is currently serving 1 minute in the penalty box.
Wouldn't be on the other side.
It doesn't. So he's currently serving 1 minute, and he will remain in the penalty box until either 1 minute is up or Calgary scores. So I know we are seeing the advantage rule. So Calgary has to go back to the midpoint line, while Edmonton has to go back to the keeper zone. This is a Quidditch Canada rule, one that so confuses me to this day. So they are going. Calgary is going for the goal. Hopefully they can score a second goal. Oh, and Kaylee with a B. Good job, Kaylee.
Olim's got possession.
So Kaylee, Edmonton Auror beater, number 23. She is also on Team Canada West. There are quite a few Team Canada Western players on Edmonton's roster this tournament.
We're going to need some beaters on this play to break it up.
And so now the third bludger is way up pitch, way behind the field. So there are currently only beaters. And Gordy's going because Edmonton has no beaters. He's only got a keeper in his way. Oh, and he's going for the, oh, but that, we have a broken broom. We have a broken broom. You don't really see very many broken brooms in Quidditch these days. It's usually a lot of deflated balls and broken hoops, not too many broken brooms. Okay, so we're going to have a stoppage in play while we get a new broom. The refs are currently talking to some of the beaters just to clarify some things that are going on pitch. So on field, you have 7 refs at a time. You have the 1 head ref, followed by 3 assistant referees, sometimes 4 if we have the people for it, as well as 2 goal refs. That way there are lots of eyes on the field, making sure that everyone's playing safe, everyone's following the rules, and no one is getting hurt. Current score is 50 to Edmonton, 1 to Calgary. The quaffle's on the ground and it is going to be grabbed by the Edmonton keeper. Edmonton also currently has 1 bludger. They haven't had 2 bludgers for most of this game, which is surprising, because Edmonton definitely has some very strong, talented beaters. So it's interesting to see how they are going to get the second bludger to help their team.
We've got possession back to the Lightning now. Calgary subbing out their beater, or their keeper, sorry.
So on pitch for Calgary, we have Jake, we have Sohail, Jane, Jason, we also have Nathan Ross, and we also have Lauren Kruger way off on the offside. And Colin Crow on Edmonton, is just clearing up. He probably beat about 4 people in a row without hesitation. That is what a good beater does. He gets in there and helps their team. So,
Chris Rad with the
and
quaffle.
Nathan Ross is helping. So they have 2 bludgers in their hands with the 3rd bludger on the field. So this is not a good time for Edmonton. Oh, another stoppage in play, which means that there is some sort of a penalty or a call going to happen right now. So the refs are currently deliberating, trying to see what is going to be the final verdict.
15 minutes.
15, sorry?
Time in the game is 15 minutes.
Soon we will be seeing the snitch and each team's representing seeker vie for the
15 minutes.
coveted snitch tail.
Sorry? Oh, 50-10.
Guys, it's 60-40. Ubik is winning.
Ubik's winning?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like there is no call or card on the field. So we are not sure exactly what's happening, but as long as everyone's safe, that is what matters. So everyone's getting remounted to restart play. Okay, and Calgary has Quaffle as well as 2 bludgers, so they currently have 3 balls compared to Edmonton's 1. Hopefully Edmonton can get 1 more ball in their hands. Alright, so we have Chris Vat attempting to get the bludger, or the Quaffle, sorry.
Finishes the tackle there, but he still
And
has
he's
the
still
ball.
going. Oh, and
it
Lauren
off.
Kruger with the catch, going for. Oh, and getting wrapped by Chris Vat again. Chris Vat has been doing most of the tackles on Edmonton's side. He's a very aggressive player. And Colin Crow coming off, subbing on for Kaylee Mendoza. Alright, so let's see if Edmonton Beaters can finally get the second bludger. Calgary's had the bludgers for most of the game. Oh, and Jane with a missed beat.
Edmonton passing it to Alim, and Alim shoots it through the
And
tall hoop
another
for a
goal.
goal.
So that brings the total score 60 for Edmonton, 10 for Calgary. It is quite surprising. You don't see this very often where a team that does not have 2 bludgers goes up against a team that has 2 but still manages to score and score often. So Edmonton is, even though they don't have the second bludger, they are capitalizing and using their whole team very, very effectively and scoring multiple times.
As you can see there, very aggressively with the point guard Chris Rad tackling. Calgary's going to need to capitalize on a few goals here to put themselves in range.
And the snitch is on pitch. You see number 1 from the Storm Crows representing as a snitch. That is Indiana Nickel. And no goal shots. So now Calgary is going back onto defense. Let's see if Calgary can use the 2 bludgers to stop Edmonton from scoring. They seem to be being quite conservative with their bludgers and not throwing them, which does not seem to be working. So maybe they'll change it up now that the cinch is on. Edmonton walking up with the Quaffle, being guarded by the bludger, Colin Crow.
I don't want to walk over there, but good luck. Imaginary handshake. We'll shake 10 seconds.
Number 0 from
Count down to
Edmonton,
10.
passing it back.
6,
No bludger is currently being thrown, which is
3,
and
2, 1, go.
and he's been beat. And the Seekers are on. So again, oh, and a beat to Pierce.
A fast break here for Calgary.
Oh, and
They're beat.
so Edmonton is currently going for the catch. They are up in points, so if they catch, they do win. Calgary may be going for the catch as well, just to end the game. Current score is 60 to 10. Thank you, timekeeper and goalkeeper? Scorekeeper. There are lots of people volunteering currently. Oh, and it looks like we may have an injury on field over on the Calgary side. So people are going to get into space. It looks like it's Nathan Ross on the ground, who is a beater. So medic going over to make sure that he is all right, but right now play is stopped. All balls and booms are on the field. People can move and go get water, but they may not move their equipment.
Travis, bludger or no bludger? I'm off.
Okay. So looks like we have Nathan Ross will most likely be coming off the field. He does not look to be doing too good, but he is walking, which is a positive sign. And then we have Gordy Bishop, who was Calgary's keeper, going in as a beater. So this will be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen him beat before. So he's going to see how he uses their two bludgers and if he's going to be effective.
No medic called. So.
Okay, so no fouls on play, so we are going to be resuming game. Oh, and no goal. And a good goal. The beaters, in my opinion, should have gone for the beat, but they're being a conservative. Sometimes it's better to not use them, so that is fair. And Gordy is secret beating, beats out the beater. Oh, but it potentially may have just, oh, and kicks it back to his side. Current score is 80 for Edmonton, 10 for Calgary. Calgary might be going for the cold catch just to get the game over. But right now, it's still anyone's game. It's still quite a low-scoring game, 80-10. Edmonton's
good defense on both sides.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Edmonton is being aggressive despite only having one bludger, and Calgary is using every person that they have. And Calgary
Fast break
has,
for Edmonton.
Yes, Calgary has no beaters. They have no one helping to stop. So that is another goal for Edmonton. Edmonton going for the snitch catch. Currently, it's just him. He has no beaters and no opposing snitch in his or seeker in his way. Indiana Nickel, the one who is snitching, is known as one of the top snitches in Canada. He tends to.
And a nice block by Owen there.
And the quaffle's on the ground, and oh!
Calgary gets it up.
Oh!
Still doesn't make
and
the
so
score.
Hill made a miss, unfortunately, as
Chris
it closed.
Chris Rad going zone, fakes the pass,
pitch.
runs in, and it looks like it's a goal.
There is no whistle, so we're just waiting to see if that was a goal. Okay, it looks like no goal because there was no whistle blown.
Head ref is calling it a goal.
There we go. Now the score is
100-10.
Okay. Calgary is taking it up. Edmonton is back in the score up. Calgary's got the ball. But Calgary also only has one bludger, so let's see if Edmonton uses two. They haven't had too much of this game. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
A nice
Oh,
pass there.
that was... And Kimia on Calgary is going with the quaffle and throws it over to Jake. It's currently Jake's ball. Throws it right into Edmonton's hands. So Edmonton now has the quaffle.
A heated snitch wrestling match here.
No goal, and it goes off pitch.
Looks like Calgary going for the cold catch here.
And Edmonton has two bludgers. Calgary is grabbing their one off pitch. Quaffle coming in from behind the hoops, and Edmonton is forming a version of Hoop D. So Hoop D means that they are putting one person in front of each hoop with a hand up, basically blocking any long shots from happening, forcing the other team to have to drive the quaffle in.
At which point they will probably get tackled.
And we have Lauren Kruger right here fighting for the snitch. Edmonton Seeker is nowhere to be seen, so she has all the time in the world as of right now. Oh, there he is. Looks like he's trying to get around, but good snitches have eyes all over, so they are able to move around just like Indiana's doing right now. Okay, Okay, so no goal from Edmonton.
First handicap.
First handicap comes into effect for the snitch. Oh, whoops.
All right, so the first restriction for the snitch is in play, which basically means that he is stuck to being near the middle. He cannot go towards either side, more or less. And the quaffle goes for a long throw and beat by Gordy Bishop. And Soleil catches it and no goal. Interesting, that looked good from here, but the refs have a much better view than I do. All right, so Edmonton currently has 2 bludgers, and the snitches and the seekers all alone with the snitch. So the snitch is down, he's on one knee, possibly because the snitch shell came loose. When the snitch is down, you are not able to touch the snitch. He is safe, they are free. All right, Calgary walking up the field right now with 1 bludger protecting the quaffle. Edmonton playing hoop defense again with 2 bludgers. So let's see if they're able to capitalize on the 2 bludgers and get another goal. And Calgary's able to get 2 bludgers, and they have the quaffle in the back. And Kimia fighting, not letting go of the quaffle. Oh, and Calgary was temporarily not paying attention, so Edmonton was able to get an easy goal. But Edmonton also does not have 2 bludgers, so we'll see if that affects their game. It has not affected the game all day yet.
Score table, confirm 110 to 10. Please tally it. Tally on your score sheet.
Current score is 110 to 10.
Edmonton passing it off to the chaser. Just misses.
Just missed. Going for the long shot. Okay. So no one has still caught the snitch. Snitch is still in play, still on his first restriction. Edmonton has 1 bludger on defense, and Calgary walking up with 2. Looks like Nathan Ross is back in the game. So looks like that injury was not too bad. That's good for him. I have been playing with Nathan Ross for a long time, so I'm glad that he is still in this game. And Colin Crow on Edmonton as a beater.
Calgary maintaining possession.
We are going, she's going, and beat. Oh.
And that's a nice block there.
Nice block
Lightning keeper
by Sohail. This is his first year playing in Alberta. I think before he used to play out east. I'm not sure what team though. Apparently I am being told that I am mistaken. Sohail has always played on the west. I just have not seen him around. So there you go. You learn something new every day. Oh, and close but no goal for Gordy Bishop.
Looks like Edmonton
22:30
is wanting a sub here.
7:30. Sorry.
Current game time is 27 minutes and 30 seconds. Most Quidditch games last around 20 to 23 minutes, so this is a bit of a longer game. So, but it does all depend on the snitch, because the snitch catch ends the game. So the game will keep going until the snitch catch ends.
Snitch!
Edmonton running around, passing it off.
Oh, and
Chris Rad.
beautiful
Alley-oop.
goal. Assist by Mongoose, who is a keeper, and goal by Chris Rad, who is a chaser right there by the middle. So both seekers are currently going for the snitch. Oh. And whistle blown because the snitch was caught by Edmonton. So now all the refs and the snitch have to go and discuss to make sure that it was clean. There are very specific ways to catch a snitch, and you have to make sure that it's clean, otherwise the game will continue. So the refs and the snitch are deliberating, making sure that everything is okay. If this catch is good, Edmonton is undefeated. Catch is good, so Edmonton wins.
And that's game.
Final score is 150-10 for Edmonton. So that concludes this game. Thank you everyone for watching. Once again, my name is Taylor.
And my name is Eric.
And that concludes this game. But stay tuned for the next game, which will be happening on this pitch momentarily.
Thanks for coming.